Hello and welcome. My name is Diana and this is Chair Fitness. Today we're going to be going over a workout that's going to focus on stretching and strengthening the body. Thank you so much for moving with me today in this way. I hope you find this class very helpful and also very comfortable in your body. Let me run through with you today as we get started our supplies or our needs list, and then we'll go ahead and head right into movement. As you know, this is a 30-minute class, and so it sure does sometimes go quite quickly and get away from us. We're going to need today a light resistance band. I'm going to be using my Spree Green resistance, which is our level 2 resistance. And then I'm going to also have you grab a medium to U dumbbell set. For me today, that's going to be my 10s. All right, we're going to go ahead like we usually do and get started in a seated position on our sturdy chair. This is typically going to be a chair that you've grabbed from your dining room and not your desk chair that has wheels. We'll go ahead and rest our palms onto our shoulders, our palms onto our thighs. We'll relax our shoulder blades down and back. We'll close our eyes down and begin just by taking a scan of the body, noticing how it is that you're feeling today. And then go ahead and ask yourself the question, are you ready for exercise? Or what's your excitement level around exercise right now? And sometimes as we begin thinking about the idea of beginning to move, we can allow the body to join us in that thought. And go ahead and let your eyes flutter open. Let's bring our feet in towards the bin line in front of us on the chair. And we're going to go ahead and cross our right ankle over our left knee, place our right hand on our right knee, left hand on the left ankle, sit up tall, and then hinge forward over that leg, taking a glute stretch. You can drop your chin down to your chest. Take a couple deep breaths here as you feel the tissue in that hip opening up. Go ahead and keep that leg crossed, but bring your torso back up tall. And we're going to go ahead and wrap both hands around the right knee and pull it in towards our chest and then press it down towards the floor. We'll take 5 like that. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and uncross, set that foot down. We'll go ahead and switch to the second side. And we'll go ahead with our hands on knee and ankle, sit up tall, and then hinge forward over that left side. Chin down, take a few deep breaths. And then work your way back up to a tall spine. Wrap both hands around the knee, and we're going to pull and then push for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We can return that left foot to the floor. I hope that felt like a great stretch and lengthening of your glutes. Next, we're going to move into a single-sided hamstring forward fold. We're going to stay right here on the chair. Go ahead and take your right leg straight out in front of you, and then take both hands and stack them on top of one another. We're going to hinge right down that leg and reach for the toes, but maybe you land at the knee, maybe at the shin, or maybe the toe is feeling accessible today. Couple of deep breaths right here. Go ahead and make your way back up tall. We'll return that right foot to the ground and send that left leg out in front. Stack the hands. Go ahead and slide down that leg, reaching for the toe. And then slowly make your way back up tall. Maybe it would feel comfortable to move back a bit on your chair. We're going to bring our hands down, and if you can, bring your fingertips around the bottom edge of your chair there. We're going to move into our half and then full neck circles. So we're pulling our shoulder blades down and away from our ears. We'll start by dropping our chin to our chest and then rolling our right ear to our right shoulder. Come back down through the midline. Take left ear to left shoulder and back to the midline. Go ahead and roll to the right and roll to the midline. Take it to the left and back to the midline. One more time each way. Half turn to the right, through the midline, half turn to the left, and drop the chin down. Now we'll go to the right. This time lift the chin up. Maybe you look up at the ceiling, roll all the way around to the left. And then go up to the left, look up, roll all the way around to the right. Go ahead and move all the way to a tall spine. You can release your grip on that chair. We're going to come up to stand and move into some stretching dynamics that are standing. We're going to start off with teapots. You can bring your arms alongside of your hips and thighs, and we're going to slide one hand down just to a point that's comfortable for you, feeling a stretch in the opposite hip and side body, and then move back up through the midline and take that teapot to the other side. That's one. And two. Here's three. And four. And five. Excellent. Press all the way back up tall. We'll step our feet a little bit wider. We're going to take our torso rotation. See if you can keep your hips stationary and squared forward. Bring your torso, your shoulders, and your head around in that twist. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and come back through neutral. Great work there. And then we're going to move to our chair for this next one. We're going to take a 2-part stretch on the chair. So go ahead and bring your foot up, whatever foot's closest to the backrest of your chair. We want the toe that's on the ground pointing straight forward. And we're going to tuck our tailbone and just very gently press our hips forward to a point where you feel a stretch through the front side of that lowered hip. We'll breathe here for 3 breaths. And then holding on with that hand to the backrest of our chair, we're going to take a couple of what's called patella presses. So we're going to let our knee come out over our toe, maybe a small bit beyond if your ankle allows for that. Wherever you are, see if you can keep your heel planted, so not lifting up as you rock forward into that stretch. 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful work. Let's go ahead and repeat this pattern on the other side. So we'll bring our inside leg up by the backrest of that chair. Square the toes on the floor forward, and then we're tucking our tailbone and gently pressing our hip forward. And then when you're ready, go ahead and send your knee out over that toe for 5 and 4. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. Let's set that foot down. And from here, we're going to grab our light to medium light resistance band. We're going to move into a warm up. We're just going to run through this warm up one time. We're going to get our whole body feeling a little bit more warm before we move into the strength. I'm going to have you grab your band somewhere between 1 and 2 feet apart and bring it straight out in front of your chest. And then we're going to exhale as we pull with straight arms all the way out wide. The band is going to meet us right at the clavicles, right across the top of the sternum there. 3, 4, 5. Should feel the back of your shoulders beginning to warm up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work. Go ahead and bring the band right down in front of your thighs and slide your hands a little bit wider. Then pull your pinkies away from each other. And we're going to take an active banded shoulder circle. So continue to pull out on that band through your entire range of motion from front of your hips to back of your hips. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Let's go ahead and set our band to the side. We're going to move into 2 more motions to warm up the body. The next is a body weight squat. I want to invite you to do that here beside your chair if that's what your knees and hips are comfortable with. And you can also move this to the chair if that's the support that you need today. So it's a body weight squat. If you're using the chair, we're going to push a fist into our open palm, close our palm over that fist. Continue that pressure as we come down and up from our chair. If we're taking our body weight squat, we're going to not use the chair, same fist grip here, and we're going to squat down and press tall, attempting to move equally through each foot. Okay, so 10 repetitions here using your chair or beside your chair. Let's get that grip up front, push palm to palm, and here we go down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Number 2, we're going to bring our feet just hip distance apart, and we're going to work a hip hinge. So everybody's going to do this free of the chair. Bring your hands in front of your thighs and then stack them. And we're going to think about pulling our hips back and then pushing our hips forward. You can keep a minimal bend in the knees if that feels comfortable for you. I want you to only move as far down as you're able to maintain a flatness in your back. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work. Go ahead and release there. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going to move into 2 strength circuits next. All right, our first strength movement is going to be our goblet squat. We're going to use just one of those medium weight dumbbells that you have, and we're going to bring it right up to our chest. Just like with our air squat, you can do that without the chair or with the chair. I'm going to show you both. We're going to take a 3, 2, 1 tempo coming down and a 1 count tempo coming up, okay? If we're doing that on the chair, it looks the same. We're going to come 1, 2, 3, and 1, okay? Shortening those muscles faster than when we're lengthening them. We're going to take 10 of those. Our second movement is called a split squat. So I'm going to encourage you to come beside your chair. We're going to come into a split stance. And this range is going to be up to you. You're using the support for balance of the chair. And we're going to bend both knees. Maybe you come down to touch the back knee to the floor. Maybe you stay hovering. And then we're going to press straight into both feet to lift straight up to the top. Okay? If you need a little extra support, feel free to use that arm that's supporting you there on the chair to help you press up and down. We'll go ahead and take 10 on each side. We're going to finish up with, once again, just one of those medium dumbbells. And we're going to bring one foot forward and the other foot back in a kickstand. And we're going to work that same hinge that we did just a moment ago on one leg instead of two, bringing this weight right down in front of that hip and thigh, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with our goblet squat. We're going to use just that singular weight right up at the chest. Feet are comfortable squat distance apart, and we're coming down 1, 2, 3, drive 1, 1, 2, 3, drive 2, 1, 2, 3, drive 3, 1, 2, 3, drive 4, 1, 2, 3, drive 5, 1, 2, 3, drive 6, 1, 2, 3, drive 7, 1, 2, 3, drive 8, 1, 2, 3, drive 9, 1, 2, 3, drive 10. Awesome work. Let's go ahead and set that aside. We're going to move to the side of our chair. I'm going right foot forward, left foot back, and we're coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome work. Let's stay equal and move to the other side of our chair. All right, we'll take our opposite stance and we're coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Amazing work. Let's grab our singular weight again. Hold it by its ends. We're going to make a kickstand with our back foot, and we're going to hinge and pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch your stance. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Set your weight aside. Let's grab a sip of water. We'll move through that circuit one more time. Let's go ahead and grab our weight. Bring it back up to the middle of the chest. Feet squat distance. You're using your chair or not. And we're coming down. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 10. Beautiful. Sit that aside. And we're coming back into our split stance squat. And we're moving up and down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you'd like to switching to the other side, let's go ahead with that. Find our nice stance, tall posture, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, grab your weight again. I'm going to show the side view of this split stance hip hinge so you can see my back. And we've got our kickstand, soft bend in our front knee. We're going to pull our hip back and then push it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch the stance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's set that weight down. Grab another sip of your water. We're going to finish up with one more circuit today. It's going to have more of a core focus. In addition to working our core, next we're going to bring some attention into our shoulders and our upper back. We're going to get started with a motion called bird dog, where we're going to square up here on the chair instead of coming down to the floor. So we want to bring our palms under our shoulders and our feet under our hips. We're going to fly our right foot back, push the heel away. Feel that lengthening all the way through your spine from the top of your head to your tailbone, and then go ahead and set that foot down. Float the other leg up, push through the heel, square the hips down and feel that lengthening, and release down. Now we're going to move the opposite arm up in front as we send that leg back. So right leg is going to send back, push the heel away, float up the left arm, thumb points to the sky. Go ahead and return those limbs down, send the left leg back, float the right arm forward, hold, and release. 2 more times each side. Float up and lengthen. And release. Float up and lengthen. And release. First side. Reach. And release. Second side. Reach. And release. Work your way up tall. Beautiful work. We're going to grab one of our dumbbells again. We're going to take a rotating shoulder press next. So we're going to bring that medium weight right up to our shoulder. You may switch to lightweight if the medium weight is feeling like too much. Opposite hand on your hip. Shorten your abdomen. And we're going to press up right above the middle of your part. And then return your elbow back by your side. Notice how I'm going to rotate my wrist all the way up till faces forward, and then bring it back down to face towards my head and neck. All right, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Bring that weight down safely. Pass it in front of your body. Opposite side. Push and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and release it down. We're going to keep that single dumbbell. We're going to finish up today with a chair supported bent over row. So we're going to find that same all fours position from earlier, but one hand is off, free there with the weight. We're going to pull that elbow high as we draw the shoulder blade towards the spine and take a row. So you might notice I'm keeping a 90-degree angle at the top. My thumb is not moving forward towards my shoulder. It's staying pointing down towards the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful work. Let's extend up tall and switch sides. Plant the other palm on the chair. Find that perfect squared up force position. And here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Beautiful. Lengthen down and stand tall. Let's go ahead and set that aside. So great work today. We got some stretching to start off. We moved into warming up, strengthening with 2 circuits. If you feel as if you'd like to take our core and our shoulder and back circuit again, go ahead and go for that. We're going to move through our bird dogs on the chair. We're going to move into our rotating single arm shoulder press and finish off with 1 more set of rows on each side of your upper back. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that stretching and strengthening felt really great today in Chair Fitness. I will see you again in your next workout or in our next live class. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.